Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. He could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
A bombshell accusation has rocked the boxing world, casting a dark shadow over a potential mega fight. Fellow pros are publicly blasting Canelo Alvarez, claiming he's using steroids to prepare for a showdown with Terence Crawford, raising concerns about his sudden muscle growth and past failed PED tests. The charge threatens to tarnish the legacy of boxing's biggest star before the first bell even rings.
If Canelo was 100% confident in himself, I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You think
steroids.
he's on steroids?
Of course.
Sure.
How does five?
You saw De La Hoya call him out.
How do five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp are dirty.
If my team has 7 fighters come out positive for steroids, we'd be shut down. The whole gym, nobody'd be able to work with us. So now, why is he getting special treatment? Because he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Where people are cheating in your face, and then nobody says shit.
David Benavidez also steps in, questioning why Canelo avoids facing him if he's truly confident. As the #1 mandatory challenger, Benavidez, also known as the Mexican Monster, feels he's been deliberately ducked. He highlights that 5 members of Canelo's team tested positive for steroids, claiming the entire camp is dirty, including Canelo himself, adding weight to the accusations surrounding the upcoming fight. This isn't just 1 or 2 isolated incidents. It's a pattern that critics say points to a systemic problem. Eddie Reynoso's gym has come under heavy scrutiny, with accusations that he personally supplies fighters in his camp with performance-enhancing substances. Names like Oscar Valdez and Ryan Garcia have also been linked to positive tests while associated with the camp, creating a cloud of suspicion that just won't go away. This includes Canelo Alvarez, who trains under Reynoso and has faced steroid allegations twice in the past. Critics point out that several fighters from the same gym have tested positive, raising suspicions about the training environment. Is it just a coincidence, or is it a calculated part of their success formula?
Gennady, you said that before the first fight you didn't believe that Canelo was clean. Why is that?
I'm not thinking for him about just I saw, so many doctors sent me photos, just said, look, he's muscle, just injection to muscles, and he used, I don't know why his coach bring him, just something like pills, after waiting. Look, I will stay. He's waiting and his pills just for what? I like clean sport.
As Canelo prepares for his fight with Terence Crawford, many are questioning how he continues to bulk up at such a rapid pace. The visual evidence is undeniable, forcing everyone to ask some uncomfortable questions. Observers note that it's extremely difficult to gain large amounts of muscle naturally in your 30s. This biological fact is at the heart of the controversy. Yet, Canelo's current physique appears significantly bigger than before. This has only fueled further speculation, especially considering the history tied to Reynoso's camp. Is this the result of a revolutionary training regimen, or something far more controversial? Fans and analysts alike are beginning to wonder if Canelo's physical transformation is natural, or if it's another case of PEDs quietly shaping the outcome of major fights.
Fucking Canelo, man. I don't know if he's cheating.
What do you mean?
I feel like Canelo juices. But I'm a Triple G fan, so I'm a say that ahead of time. I just like Triple G.
There's a lot of money on the line, and if I could get away with it, I would do it as well.
Some tainted beefs.
I think, he definitely got busted once for something, but it could have been from tainted beef. We don't know.
There was a lot of guys doing steroids, and they still passed drug tests because they knew how to cycle off, or when they got to the weigh-in, and they knew what was getting tested for and whatnot.
Joe Rogan's observations about Canelo Alvarez have sparked serious conversations across the boxing world. As a longtime commentator on physical performance and combat sports, Rogan pointed out how strange it is to see someone in their 30s bulking up this rapidly. He's not just talking as a fan, he's looking at it through the lens of human biology. He emphasized that natural muscle growth slows significantly with age, and yet Canelo has defied that trend. After the age of 30, men's testosterone levels naturally decline, making such gains incredibly difficult without some form of enhancement. For Rogan, it's not just suspicion, it's science. His view is that such a sudden transformation isn't just hard to achieve naturally. It's nearly impossible without help. When someone with Rogan's reach and understanding of elite conditioning raises doubts, people listen. This has turned whispers into a full-blown roar. As the Canelo versus Terence Crawford fight draws closer, talk of steroid use is growing louder among fans and analysts. Many say they wouldn't be shocked at all if Canelo turned out to be using performance-enhancing substances. The question is no longer if he's using, but how he might be getting away with it. The reasoning is simple. He has access to the best facilities, nutritionists, doctors, and recovery tools that money can buy. This includes cutting-edge science that can potentially mask banned substances from standard tests. And when someone has unlimited resources and motivation to stay on top, the temptation to take shortcuts becomes very real. Critics believe the environment around Canelo gives him every opportunity to use banned substances without immediate consequence.
Canelo, and the list goes on and on about athletes that's been cheating.
Been accused of cheating or been proven?
No, been
cheating?
proven too.
This been proven.
Yeah. Oh, with Canelo. Oh shit, I didn't know.
This been proven.
Lance Armstrong.
Okay.
And then Canelo talking about it was the steak that it was the meat that he was eating. So okay, now you eating. I guess you're eating steroid cows.
Floyd Mayweather has never been one to hold his tongue, especially when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. He has brought up the issue of steroids before, saying outright that people are just too afraid to address it. Mayweather claims the sport protects its cash cows, and Canelo is the biggest one there is. According to Floyd, there's a double standard in boxing where some fighters get a pass while others are scrutinized. He believes Canelo falls into that protected category. Mayweather's view is that many in the industry, promoters, broadcasters, and fans don't want to question Canelo because of his status and marketability. But Floyd isn't afraid to speak on it. He points out that steroid use isn't just cheating, it's dangerous, and it threatens the integrity of the sport. In the build-up to Canelo versus Crawford, the accusations haven't only come from analysts.
Canelo Alvarez failed a drug test before his big Triple G fight in May, and he's blaming Mexican cows.
Fans from both camps are at each other's throats, throwing around PED allegations. Social media is flooded with side-by-side photo comparisons and heated debates. Crawford's supporters question Canelo's size and power, while Canelo's base doubts Crawford's endurance and transformation at a higher weight. The tension has grown so intense that both fighters agreed to undergo thorough PED testing leading up to the bout. They've enrolled in VADA, Voluntary Anti-Doping Association testing, the gold standard for anti-doping in combat sports. These tests aren't just to satisfy the officials, they're meant to reassure the public. But a key question remains. Will these tests finally reveal the truth? Or is there a way to beat even the most advanced systems? The fact that both sides felt pressured to confirm their clean status says a lot about the current state of trust in boxing. While fans are passionate, they also expect transparency, and the constant back and forth about PEDs has forced the teams to respond.
When the greatest Canelo came out, the one that you guys seen that fought Triple G the first time, bro, dude popped dirty for clenbuterol, bro. Why do you think the second fight didn't happen? So for me, seeing that was the best Canelo I've ever seen. But that was Canelo off of steroids. Everybody else that he's fought, he fought Amir Khan, he fought Daniel Jacobs, he fought, what the f is his name, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. These guys are all weak, bro. So for me, that's why I feel like I see Canelo Alvarez and I see like, he's not as good as everybody thinks. Because the best one that fought Golovkin that first time was off clenbuterol. That was the best Canelo I've ever seen, and that's why he looked so good, because he was off clenbuterol.
Canelo Alvarez didn't always look like the powerhouse he is today. Early in his career, he was smaller, quicker, and fought more like a natural welterweight, starting his pro career around 140 pounds. But over the years, his transformation has been dramatic. He's climbed multiple weight classes, even capturing a title at light heavyweight, 175 pounds, a staggering 35-pound jump from his early days. Now, he's not just fighting bigger opponents, he's overpowering them. That shift has fueled a wave of speculation about how exactly he bulked up so effectively.
always love to make rumors up about me, but I do drug testing, the commission drug testing right before the fight, all these types of things.
They should focus on Canelo and his team, not on Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Jake
these
Paul
pop.
has been clean.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy that people that actually pop for this shit, they don't call them out. And then I'm over here looking like a doughboy. I got love handles, dog. That's after not eating for 3 weeks, basically. So if I was on that shit, it wasn't working.
Critics are asking if this kind of growth is natural, especially given his age and the physical demands of the sport. While some attribute it to elite training and discipline, others aren't convinced. But what about the man standing across the ring from him? How does Terence Crawford plan to deal with this force of nature?
When someone's as highly skilled as Bud, weight starts getting blurred. You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting Tyson Fury. He's fighting, at 168. He's fighting Canelo. He's sparred heavyweights. So weight is a big deal. They have weight classes for a reason, but Bud is unique. I'm not saying everybody that fought at 147, absolutely not. Nobody else could do what Bud's doing. Nobody. Not a single other boxer, but it's Bud. So the argument changes.
Nico Ali Walsh, a rising figure in boxing and the grandson of Muhammad Ali, shared insightful views on Crawford's preparation for facing someone as big and strong as Canelo. Coming from the lineage of the greatest, Walsh understands what it takes to overcome monumental challenges. Walsh emphasized that Crawford isn't blindly walking into a size disadvantage, he's preparing for it with care and intelligence. According to Walsh, Crawford has been sparring with much bigger fighters to adjust to the kind of power and pressure Canelo brings. These aren't just sparring partners. They are legitimate light heavyweights and cruiserweights. He sees this approach not just as brave, but as strategic. Walsh believes that turning risk into opportunity is what separates great fighters from good ones. By adapting his training to mirror Canelo's strengths, Crawford is sharpening the tools he'll need most in the ring. Walsh's perspective highlights the calculated nature of Crawford's camp. They know what they're up against, and they're not leaving anything to chance. Respected boxing journalist Dan Rafael offered a clear explanation for why Crawford is taking this fight. To him, it's not about chasing a check. It's about chasing history. A victory for Crawford would make him an undisputed champion in a third weight class, an almost unheard of accomplishment in the modern era. Rafael explains that Crawford wants to be remembered not just as a champion, but as a legend who took the biggest risks. This isn't a matchup made for safety, it's made for legacy. But Rafael also understands the enormous challenge ahead. Beating Canelo requires more than skill. It requires near perfection. Every mistake could cost Crawford the fight. From ring IQ to physical durability, everything must be on point. So what is Crawford's ultimate weapon? It might just be his mind. What sets Terence Crawford apart is his ability to control a fight without brute force. He doesn't rely on overpowering opponents. He breaks them down with timing, skill, and intelligence. It's a chess match, and Crawford aims to be 10 moves ahead. Whether fighting orthodox or southpaw, Crawford dictates the pace and forces his opponents to adjust to him. This switch-hitting ability constantly changes the angles of attack, preventing fighters like Canelo from planting their feet and unleashing power shots. This kind of versatility makes him a nightmare for power-based fighters like Canelo. While Canelo may have the edge in size and raw strength, Crawford's mastery of distance and movement levels the playing field. His strategy will likely focus on avoiding risky exchanges and exploiting Canelo's slower footwork. It's the classic battle, the bull versus the matador. Crawford's finesse isn't just a style, it's a weapon. When facing someone known for knockout power, being able to stay out of danger while scoring clean shots is essential. His adaptability makes him unpredictable, and unpredictability is something Canelo struggles with.
Because at the end of the day, it's not like he just been in there, got in there with somebody bigger than him. He's always probably been sparring with bigger guys, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's that boxing IQ, which, William Skull didn't put up no fight, but he showed somewhat of a blueprint to get this guy, in a space where he's confused. Yeah. And he can't touch his target that's in front of him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I just think Bud got that IQ.
Marcus Brown, who has seen Crawford up close in the gym, confidently dismissed the idea that Crawford is intimidated by Canelo's size or strength. According to Brown, Crawford has long been sparring with larger fighters, some of them built like heavyweights, and has handled the pressure well. He doesn't just survive in these sparring sessions, he thrives. This experience, Brown insists, gives Crawford a level of comfort that most fans don't realize. He's already accustomed to absorbing bigger shots and still executing his game plan. Brown also notes that Crawford never looks flustered or panicked in these sessions. He remains calm, focused, and tactical. That mental toughness combined with preparation might be the key to withstanding Canelo's power. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.